The former metal mining district of La Unión Sierra de Cartagena spans Cartagena and Murcia regions in southwest Spain. The region has a Mediterranean semi-arid climate. What that means is a fairly warm, dry weather for most of the year. The former metal mines are concentrated in the upper reaches of the district, full of steep slopes, located fairly close to the coast. For 2,000 years, under Romans, Phoenicians, Arabs, kingdoms and republics, the area has been mined for a variety of metals like silver, lead, quartz, zinc, iron ore, manganese, tin and copper, to name a few. Extraction of minerals in the area was stopped in 1991, partly due to high production costs and partly due to concerns of environmental pollution. Nearly 35 years down the line, the area continues to be a repository of mining waste, containing high levels of metals and metalloids such as lead, zinc, cadmium and arsenic, which get embedded into the soil.
Mining wastes are everywhere and they are covering the soil, so they have changed completely the structure of the environment, not only because of the activity, such as the excavation or making galleries or making holes. So we have changed completely the topography, and then we have covered most of the areas within the mining district with mining waste.
The pollution is not just limited to the former mining district. The metal-laden soil travels from the hillside mines down to the Mar Menor lagoon, carried by the wind and by runoff when it rains.
The mining wastes that are more toxic or can be really a risk, not only for the environment but for us, were disposed for many years on the heads of the watercourses starting in the mining district. So we have several watercourses flow till the Mediterranean, but others that flow to the Mar Menor lagoon, that is the biggest coastal lagoon in the Mediterranean Sea. So because of the mining wastes were disposed on the head of the watercourses, through water erosion, an important amount of mining waste has been transported to lowland areas. So in fact, because of this, the whole riverbeds of these watercourses are completely covered or partially covered, depending on the area, by mining waste. And then we have wind erosion. We are in the Mediterranean coast, so because of this, our climate is high temperatures and low precipitation, so most of the time the soil is dry or very dry. So we can have periods of no rain for more than 5-6 months, depending on the year, of course. And because of this, when we have wind events, we can have wind erosion. So these metals can be transported to other areas in form of dust, so of particles in the atmosphere. So because of this, the pollution problem, the pollutants they have reached a lot of areas in the surroundings. From the groundwater and also
UPCT has been conducting research and participating in dialogues about this grave soil pollution issue in the region for more than 20 years now.
High heterogeneity of the characteristics of the mining waste. So this is one of the things that need to be considered, because we cannot design a single plan. I mean, so we cannot say, okay, so all the area that is affected has these characteristics. It's not possible because of the high heterogeneity, the high variability. So we know this, we are aware of this, and we already have identified like spots with different characteristics. So here the problem is that we have acidic areas, we have neutral areas, we have basic areas. Another probably key point is the high level of metals. We are in terms of levels, we are really high. There are some studies, or not official studies, but we know that in some towns, kids have been tested for the presence of metals in blood, and the analysis revealed that there are some metals present in the blood of children. I cannot say if the levels are high, too high, or normal levels, but some metals that should not be present in blood are present.
There are data models that are used for simulating how soil and pollutants like metals get transported with runoff and with wind, and where do they end up. Under the SOILPROM project, such models will be fine-tuned and upgraded using data collected by Nazareth and her colleagues in and around Unión Sierra de Cartagena. As part of the process, they will be collecting samples of runoff flowing downstream from the mining district up to the Mar Menor lagoon. They will also be collecting samples of soil flying along with the wind in the lower lying areas outside the mining district, closer to the lagoon.
The importance of SOILPROM is that the knowledge we already have is going to be used for modeling. So it's going to be a step forward in order to combine all the data we already have with modeling, with simulations, in order to know or to have a better understanding on how the pollutants here, the metals that are present here, can be transported by wind or water. And this, I think, it can be really helpful for these strategic plans, for these management plans. And beyond this, if we can combine the modeling with the development of a number of scenarios in which we can simulate, okay, what can happen if I apply this management strategy, or what can happen if I combine this management strategy with these weather conditions. So in terms of outputs, we think we really can help stakeholders, technicians related to the national and regional government, and the companies that are going to implement the actions in order to prioritize or improve the plans they already have in mind.